Broadcasting from New York, it's the Men on Pause podcast. The Men with Elmo D.
16th letter E.
Podcast.
Yes! And welcome to another unofficial Men on Pause podcast.
Yo, hold up. Can I interrupt your intro for a second?
What's up? Oh.
Yo, I just want to go into it because I just want to give you a special shout out for allowing me to be in your presence for your motherfucking 150th episode on Men on Pause. I'm like, you know what? Why should you intro yourself? My man.
Yeah.
But now today we got the whole motherfucking live studio audience, which is just people in the living room, and we're gonna give you a real life round of applause.
Yeah. Thank you.
We got on deck motherfucking Jerry Diaz, aka Elmo Difoca.
Thank you. I mean,
Did I throw off your feng shui? My bad.
Well, no, I was just about to say. Well, there's a whole thing that's thrown off the feng shui. Real quick, thank you so much for the beautiful. Thank you for the beautiful words. We're here to celebrate episode 150.
Damn.
I don't know who asked for this many episodes, but guess what?
150. How old are you?
They're here.
Let's go.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Was this like daily? Did you do every day an episode, like 150 days straight, or?
It was 150 fucking things that I had to edit. So look, let's get started. Before we get started, I want to thank you first of all for the beautiful words. I want to say thank you. I really appreciate that. And for those that don't know, this is my brother Ron Kain from
Just words. Nobody cares.
Podcast, and he's hosting us in this 150 episode celebration. So please give him a round of applause for allowing us to be here.
I love it.
Thank you. Segue from that.
Yeah.
So I will say this though, the other thing that's off kilter here or whatever that may seem strange is we have an injured reserve player coming in, stepping in at the last minute, which I appreciate, which is my brother Jaime Fernandez, Jay Ferns.
What up?
Give him a round of
Injury
applause.
replacement in the house. I'm here. You know, I'm coming off the bench. I'm coming off the bench from my boy Jerry
From the Translators podcast.
Yeah. For the
Congrats, by the way.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yo,
podcast,
man.
Translators podcast.
I'm a podcast veteran, and
You're on the motherfucking Times Square billboard.
yeah.
Yo, that's just crazy.
You know, billboard advertising is the future right now. Next, we're gonna skywrite. We're gonna have our name in the clouds. We're gonna do some skywriting.
Yo, bro, the thing is that no more are you allowed to say the joke before the episode of the podcast because it doesn't get my genuine reaction.
No, but here's the thing with that. Here's the thing with having we had a digital billboard. Everyone thought it was Photoshop. In this day and age, everything can be Photoshopped. So
Haz didn't think that shit was real?
it was, people thought it was fake. Some people thought it was fake. Some people were like,
I
"Oh
guess
my God,
you could have
congrats."
seen it.
Other people thought I was. I'm like, I'm not on Photoshop. What are you talking about? But so this is the future. But
we putting that in the paper, so we're hoping that goes far.
Fuck yeah.
This is about the 150th episode of Men on Pause.
Yes.
I'm honored to be here because I've been asking Jerry to be on this show for a bit.
Yeah. You know, you're stepping in for my brother P. He had a little bit of an emergency, so he couldn't make it out.
And we love
today.
Pete. And we love Pete.
Don't say
149
that.
episodes work.
We love
Pete. You gotta slow down.
Sorry about that. But I'm trying to say 149 episodes of P. The family. Wait, what? We love P.
Can you back up from the mic? your affection to the mic while you're saying that is way too crazy.
I know. So, but I want to give props to P, who's not in this episode.
Yeah. The 16th letter.
But he'll be in the 151st episode.
Yes, he's already.
And you have a cavalcade. Can I say the word cavalcade?
Yeah.
A cavalcade of guests tonight, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of Wash Squad members, a lot of brothers of the podcast that are here to celebrate some of the characters that we've talked about throughout the season. You know, no names or stuff are here to reveal themselves a little bit too.
Can I ask you a question just
Sure.
based on as a fan of your show?
Okay.
What is what favorite memories do you have of this 150 episode run that you've had? Any special episodes or any special things that pop out from the run that you've had?
Just the like when you don't think you're creating anything. Like sometimes like we'll have a show and it's like I don't know what we just talked about. Like I know we did 29 minutes of talking, but I don't know if and then I will go back. And then I have like a bunch of episodes to edit, and then when I'm listening to them, I've forgotten what we've talked about sometimes. And I'm actually listening to them as a fan. So then as I'm editing them, I'm also like I'm enhancing and producing it. So I add to things. Oh, that would be funnier, or man, the idea of what we're trying to say here would be enhanced if I put this sound or whatever. And then all of a sudden, or I something where we're like, oh man, it sounded repetitive or something. It actually was like something that was really funny, and those are some of the best shows that we've had.
Yeah,
like we just thought there wasn't any. I was like, yo, this is. As soon as we finished, I was like, well, I'm gonna be busy.
Have you ever like listened to a previous episode that you forgot what you spoke about, and then when you heard yourself speak again, you were like, shit, I agree or disagree with what the fuck I had said at that moment? Like, coño, mira, ese tigre sabe lo que está hablando. Or it's like, damn, I should have shut the fuck up.
There is, you know what? If you listen to the show, there is a lot of prognostication that comes out.
I'm sorry, what was that word?
Prognostication.
Everybody Google prognostication real quick.
We do a lot of like we predicting. You know what I mean? Like we say, oh, this is gonna happen.
Is that the word really for real? Prognostication?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
We say we do. We use it. So, but we make predictions, or sometimes we say things or do things, and we see like the pop culture then do it.
What's the biggest one you've seen?
Oh man, I don't.
And here's the part of the episode where we flash back. You send me the clip of the episode.
Insert old episode clip here.
Yes.
No, but I mean it's also I don't know, because it's just. The hardest part for me in the show is to make sure that I'm not repetitive. You know what I mean? Like that I'm not saying the same. It's 150 episodes. I mean, luckily I have it formatted where it's only half hour, but which allows me to like it keeps it limited. But at the same time, like I don't want to keep saying the same things. Like I don't want to keep saying this or talking about the same stuff all the time. So
but I mean, if nobody's heard it, then it's fresh to them.
Absolutely,
so
but to me it isn't. Just from the art, from an artist standpoint, because even I want you to be able to go back. You can listen to any episode that you want. You want them to binge. Yeah, there's no time frame to any episode. So even if it's a pop culture thing, we're not talking about the pop culture thing. We're talking about how it would affect us personally if we were in that situation. Gotcha. You know what I mean?
And shout out to the hashtag Wash Squad. What does the Wash Squad mean to you?
Those have been like faithful number one listen. Like that's that's what we like. Everybody wanted to name their crew. We didn't let them name themselves. We decided we were gonna call the Wash Squad.
It's real though. When you reach a certain age, you're like, oh, these are my people. Let's Wash Squad.
Yeah. No, and it's like, and then like, we started finding like all these people, like these weird listeners from different spots in the world. Like, hey, we're from Brazil and we are very much old men like you.
Is that your Brazilian accent?
Yeah, that's just not. That's just. I thought it was.
We are from Brazil.
Everything is Brazil.
DMing you.
Brazil.
Them niggas do speak Spanish.
I'm fully waxed.
Like
fully
Portuguese
waxed right now, from head to toe.
Your man sounds.
with their tongue.
Your man sounds so super Greek.
It's very close.
So what do we have in store for the 150th?
So I mean, we just talking about Wash Squad, and I think I want to bring like one of the.
I think I hear the door. The door is the door.
Yeah, there you go. We have a Wash Squad.
This is some Mr. Rogers shit right now, yo! Wow.
What's crazy is that this person was like went from like fan, like to like person that would give us advice, call like giving me shit, to like an actual like movie correspondent of the show. Right? So please put your hands together for Ramon Pesante, but how we know him here as Ray Tizzy. Get in here, Ray.
Ray Tizzy on deck.
150th.
Thank you for being here, brother.
Thank you. Thanks for telling me about this.
And also, I mean, I congratulated on your show on our show already, but I have to say now that I have you present in front of me, congratulations on your newest endeavor.
Thank you, man.
You
Thank
now
you,
stepping into the podcasting game.
Oh yeah. No,
You
it's
know what I'm
like
saying?
yeah, it's definitely
Number one, and then also the new movie coming out,
Feature.
Plain Sam feature.
This ain't a short film, y'all. This
No,
is
no.
not
It's a
do
feature.
Oh yeah, let me do it like a whole movie, right?
I just feel like it's like been a third job. I've like you have fun like creating, coming up with the ideas, but now I'm just like it feels like a job. Like, can we get this over with now, please?
Wait, but my man, before you do all that,
Yeah.
plug the motherfucking movie.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Listen, I love the movie. I love the
No,
movie.
but what is the title?
Give us a summary.
My man already
Okay.
started off de que ya estoy cansado de esta vaina.
Alright, yo, like,
Because I'm checking the IMDb. I want to know, but I want to know from you.
okay, all right. So
What's the name of the flick?
the name of the film is Playing Sam. It's like something that kind of sparked my mind, seeing what my mother went through as a Afro-Latina actress, and how I still see it's going on, And I know a lot of talented people like Jerry, and Jamie, and just a lot of people in our community. These are like really talented people, and they're like, they still feel like the way my mother felt in the 80s as an Afro-Latina actress. And I was just like, yeah, I want to make a big fucking movie, but I want to make something that like wanted to have show. I had the stamina to I see a whole full feature through. It's like that's what it means to me, like to show like that.
Yeah.
And I felt like based on Jenny Reese's experience and how it reminded me of my mother's experience, and I was like, Jenny, you need to really embody this for everyone.
Yeah. Shout out to Jenny Reese.
Yeah.
It's a lead, you're right.
It was just like something that happened where it's like, yeah, I finally got an idea. Let's just use our experience as like the catalyst of this performance.
Yeah.
And
it's your next step up as a director. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, 100%.
That's
Yeah.
the next move. Like that.
Yeah.
Now you went from short. You went to you did your comedy. Now let me do
something that just like speaks to us.
exactly.
Not
Where could we catch the film?
So right now, I swear it's almost done. No, it'll be done.
It was like the Rihanna album.
He has a 4-hour cut.
No. Oh God, no.
That he's gonna show first.
Yeah, so like it's about to be done. I'm the host. I have a screening I'm gonna host.
Yeah.
And I got a few people that really want to see it. So, especially the people that donated the campaign, but this is really for this is for you. It's for everybody. I want everyone to feel seen when they see this movie.
Dope.
Yeah.
Did you cast him? Did you cast him?
No, he's in it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's in it too.
I have a cameo.
Yeah,
so
Mike's in it too.
the cameo was during when we were all in quarantine.
Oh man, my man had the
I had a fro.
Woo!
My beard looked like
Santa
Santa Claus.
He looked like
It wasn't
George
white,
Lucas,
but like a brown Santa Claus beard.
Looked like George Lucas after the prequel.
Yeah, I looked like I lived in a cabin in the woods and I hadn't left my house in a while.
But he did like this. Jamie did this monologue because I basically asked Jamie, Anthony Palmini, and Juan Bago. He was like, I said, look, I want you to just tell him why you think someone should like you. Give yourself give up your whole make up a whole profession what you do. So I did it with also Andrew Santiago. He was like yo, I'm a food artist. This guy Jamie was like, I'm a promoter.
Yeah,
his hair was, but yeah, the beard, the hair. He was like, I'm a promoter. I'm like, I believe it.
Of what?
Yeah.
Like cults?
Yeah, I hadn't seen my barber in a while at that point.
No,
Yeah,
so
I think I lost his number.
Juan Bago did one on a trainer and just keeping her fit. I'm gonna keep you fit. So it was good. Yeah.
So you're a filmmaker. Who inspired you kind of growing up to want to become a filmmaker?
Oh man, who's the first director I realized? I guess Spielberg. Everybody, everyone loves Spielberg.
I don't understand who's Spielberg. What's his first name? I don't know what that is.
That little film called Color Purple. No, but he was
Is that the Jewish guy?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
His glasses, I think.
No, he was like my first one. I just still like now. He's like, all right, a Spielberg movie. But
Well, he's like 80 now, so you know.
yeah. So it's like now it's like, all right, man, hang it up.
Yeah.
All right, like, did you have to? Did you
Oh,
have to
growing
do West Side Story? You couldn't. You couldn't just let somebody.
Let that shit. Let it marinate. Let
didn't
West
have
Side
other-
Story be.
If we didn't have other
It's
guests
of its
right now,
time.
I would be okay.
It was like more like Upper West Side Story.
Yeah.
But now it's like like Joe Swanberg. Like we're talking about Joe Swanberg,
Yeah.
Mumblecore. He made me go, I can afford to do that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I.
So you were balling on a budget, basically.
No, I'm not balling my hat. I paid that shit like it was like
So tell us, because I feel like there's like up and coming filmmakers that are like, how did you do this full feature like on a budget, basically? Like,
I
know what I'm
shot
saying?
it, bro. I shot it during the pandemic. You know what I mean? Yo, bro, I got like they literally like shoved $1,400 in our pocket, and we're like, all right.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Perfect
And then,
timing.
You can take out of your. I took shit out of my retirement,
Yeah.
and because of the pandemic, I was like, I didn't get charged anything. Wow. So I was like, oh, I'm taking that, and I'm using that, and I just that was just the fun. The first 2 days of shooting.
Wow, the life of a filmmaker.
So I was just like,
How long did it take you to shoot?
it took me I shot in 5 days.
5 days. Okay.
5 days tight schedule, and so I
For a
couldn't-
full feature, that's very impressive.
Yo, bro, thank you. It was like
fucking.
when it's like 5 days of just like this is a feature but that's why you have to understand what you have and not try to go too big. Be crazy. You know what I mean? Like you're a starting filmmaker. You know what I
And
mean?
are you doing post production yourself?
Oh no. I'm a collaborator. I'm not a one man band. I don't shit. There are only certain people a one man band. I am not one of them. I know where I lack, and that's why I hire someone.
And when you
to
realize
do
when you
it.
in the end, once you get deep into the entertainment world, you realize everything is a collaboration.
Yeah,
everything.
everything.
You can't claim
Everybody.
anything. You can't be
Yeah.
like, I wrote this shit all by myself.
Yeah,
It's
bullshit.
always a collaboration.
Bullshit. Except unless you're Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry,
That motherfucker, he does that all himself.
He does 100. He has 50 shows on the air. He just does.
He does it
himself.
all. He writes them all himself.
I'm sure he sends it to some friends and they give notes. Come on.
He tried that.
Tried that and it worked.
Yeah, a wig again, another wig, another.
So Ramon,
Yeah.
Before, by the way, good luck with all of that.
Thank
and,
you,
And
bro.
like I
Thank
said,
you.
we here supporting you, and thank you for supporting us. What is as a Watch Squad member, what's your favorite? What's your favorite episode? What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite about the Men on Pause?
Oh man, there was this one episode where P had a story about he was hooking up with this girl and he almost got caught. I forgot what it was, but it was the funniest story. I can't remember. There's so many episodes, but that particular, he had told this whole story.
It's 149. You should be able to pick one. Let me stop.
But I remember that story, and I remember walking my dog, scaring the shit out of
Yeah, just laughing.
Sorry.
Thank you, man.
Coño, pero es verdad que.
But no, thank you again, Ramon. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Like I said, you've been since day one, dog. So
Yeah,
I love
absolutely,
you, bro.
man. I see the
thank you for
talent,
coming
man.
through. Thank you for coming
Thanks
through.
for
bro. I
having me,
appreciate
man.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Ramon
Give him a round of
Pesante,
applause.
prolific
please.
filmmaker, and you're gonna hear more about. You're gonna hear his name more, basically,
Yeah.
because he's.
I'm just proud, I got an eye for talent.
I'm inspired by him. I want to do a full
Yo,
feature
that dude
too,
is talented.
but I don't have the balls to do a full feature. I'm gonna do a 3-minute short for
We know
YouTube.
the kind
for
of
YouTube. I'm gonna do.
Did you say
I'm gonna do a TikTok.
He said
I'm gonna do
red
a
tube.
TikTok.
He
This
said
dude
red
did a
tube.
full feature. I'm trying to do a TikTok.
Have you done a TikTok?
Nah, I don't. I have one post on TikTok, and it's just
Have you
He's
done a
click
TikTok?
clock. He's done a click clock.
it was a throwback Thursday of me and my high school graduation or something.
Have you done a TikTok, Jerry?
I don't have TikTok.
You don't have TikTok?
No.
What do you use?
Instagram.
That's it.
My LinkedIn is lit right now, though. My LinkedIn, I got so much. My resume is popping right now.
I've gone on LinkedIn
Grindr's
twice. Yeah.
LinkedIn.
No, wait, but you know what? I think I hear the doorbell, God.
Yeah, I know who's coming up next.
Wow.
First of all, this is another person I've been wanting to have on the show for a long time. He's actually doing a lot of things. He hooked us up. He was the connection that hooked us up with the Latino pods By the way, shout out to Latino Pods Network. Give them a round of applause.
Shout out.
But yeah, we've been trying to have this.
This whole episode is just gonna have applause.
That's what it is. That's all it is. Because this is a happy, joyous celebration.
I need that during intimate sessions with
I was about to
my
say
partner.
Now when you're trying to get it
I
on.
want applause.
Now the real doorbell's ringing. Wait, are we expecting?
I don't know. I think the next guest.
Matter of fact, the next motherfucker that walks in should just go right on the chair.
That's what I'm saying. The next guest is a surprise guest.
Yeah.
Come right in, bro.
He doesn't even know.
Come right in. Sin Marcelina, ¿no? Ven, sin Marcelina, ven.
Dímelo, mi amor. ¿Qué es lo que es?
Everybody give a round of applause. Yo, I knew I could get a celebrity here
Throw on
today.
the headphones. Throw on the headphones.
I knew I could get a celebrity over there.
It's like 7 of us. Ya can pay the ticket para el parqueo allá abajo. It's like you really gotta pick the pump. Like, you know what? Quizá en esta me perdona.
Ivan, do you even know what you were doing here?
No, actually.
Okay, so we're
I finished the first episode of La Factoria, and Rick was like,
what?
Yeah.
Yo, congratulations, by the way. Yo, writer creator of La Factoria.
One project to the next.
We're actually here celebrating 150 episodes of the Men on Pause podcast.
Men on Pause. Oh my God. Congratulations. That's a long time.
Yes.
That's a long time.
Thank you.
That's a lot of very depressed nights.
Thank you. So, as our celebrity guests,
nice. Se puede volver aquí.
we have a questionnaire that we like to ask.
24.
All right. Here we go. We asked to, ask this as honestly as you want.
Put the mic. Look, there you go.
Is this good?
Yeah, they sound much better now.
Okay, está bien. All right. When did you know that you were washed?
What do you mean wash?
Like que tú estás viejo ya.
Oh man, yeah. That's like an everyday.
Can I put gunshots on your fucking?
No, but that's love here. That's the Wash Squad, baby.
Wash is gunshots.
Listen,
Wait, hold on. Wash Squad is old. I thought Wash Squad was Wash Heights.
Hold on, no.
There's so many different ones.
No.
That's horrible.
Shout out Uptown. Shout out Uptown.
And I say that, Ivan, and I say this with love because I'm saying this like, yo, when did you know que tú eres un hombre ya?
Diablo. Pero that doesn't mean washed.
I got the wrong concept. Like cuando yo era un hombre.
No, viejo.
Like viejo, all right.
Que tú sabes que tú estás viejo ya.
Shit, there's so many different times, to be honest.
When was the first time tú dije, coño, ya estoy viejo?
I actually woke up once and I couldn't see.
¿Cómo?
Yeah.
¿Cómo? Bro.
Like I woke up
¿Cómo?
and I'm like, oh snap, why is everything so blurry? And it happened for like 15 seconds. And I was looking for glasses, and at the time I didn't wear glasses, so I was like, ¿qué es lo que está pasando? So I lied to myself and I said like, oh, eso fue un sueño.
Oh, okay.
And then like 3 days went by and shit happened again. I was like, oh snap, I need glasses.
Oh, wow.
And then the other.
So wait, when did you get glasses?
I don't even remember. I've been having these bitches on since my beard, I think.
And how long have you had the beard?
Forever. I think I got my glasses like I'm around 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So damn, man.
It's a horrible time to have glasses.
Jerry, have you ever woken up like you can't see?
That's pretty wild.
It was a crazy night the night before, but I knew why.
One time I caught a cramp, and I like when my leg cramped up during sex. I didn't know what that was.
A Charlie horse?
Yeah, Charlie horse. Esa vaina me dio. Yo dije, me morí. Estoy muerto. Oh my God. I almost punched the girl. I was like, yo, don't move. And she moved, and I went like this.
Yeah.
And she like, what happened? I was like, I don't know what's going on, but please don't move.
Yeah.
And I was like,
cramp?
it was very bad. And she was like, ay, Dios mío. She never called back, though. But it happens.
It's all good, bro.
Very anticlimactic.
There's a lot of things.
Like, nadie quería coger esa lucha
I
for
see
them
what
3
you
minutes.
did there. This nigga said she was anti-climactic.
Right. Okay, next
Horrible.
question. How many times do you pee at night?
Actually, I'm good. I pee before I go to bed, but no jode mucho.
That's it? You don't wake up in the middle of the night?
Nothing in the middle of the night.
Shit, what am I not doing?
Me too.
I at least wake up
And
once.
I drink a lot of like liquor, like everything, agua, Gatorade. That's just horrible. With liquor as in liquid, liquor. That's horrible. Should not smoke before I came here.
It's alright, we all did.
Wait, Jerry, I want to know about you.
What?
Do you wake up? How many times do you pee?
Oh, I don't.
You don't pee?
No, I don't wake
Am I
up.
the only one who pees?
I think so, brother.
At least once.
Hold
I don't.
up. How you have a full like gray? There's no gray in your beard.
No, esto pintado.
Oh, okay.
Really?
About to wild out right now.
Just
Like,
for
what am I doing
hombres.
wrong?
Just for hombres.
Because I don't have gray up here, so it looks weird.
Oh, okay. You can get away
understand?
with it because I have to hide everything.
Oh, okay.
Really? ¿Tú
just-
te lo pintas?
Yeah. Because
Also
up here,
about-
no, and also it's patchy.
It's
if it's
easy.
all white, if it was all nice, if it's a nice silver fox shit, I'm rocking with it. But sometimes I be like, yo, I look like it came out of 9/11.
It's easy to color it. It's easy to color it now. You can do it in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
Supposedly, if you lower your stress, the color can go back. Yeah. Is biology.
Well, no, it's too late for me. I just did a 10-year bid.
If you lower your stress.
No, but there's a couple projects too. They're like, hey, tú te vas a pintar la barba because you know we want a young audience. All right. What's your old man ailment? ¿Qué es lo que te jodió la
I have a delay actually now. Like I go to the gym and like if I have a great workout, the next day it doesn't happen. It's like the third day.
Oh shit.
Like if we all
The soreness?
Yeah, like if we playing ball, heavy. The next day, like okay, everybody's like, no, espérate. I'm like late. Then the next day is like, oh my god, hasta la vista me duele.
The
It's like, like now I be rubbing all these CBD creams and shit.
Do those work?
Yo digo
CBD
que-
cream?
I say yeah, there's some numb some part of it. I just
Yeah,
said on my
okay.
penis once, they numb the shit out of it.
Wow, I didn't know you could put them on your penis.
You have to,
Yeah. And so you won't finish.
It was but it was a horrible idea.
How
You
long
just
were
leave
you?
it on a brick wall.
But
Nothing.
if you put it on yourself, doesn't it numb your partner as well?
That's
No.
once I put it, she was like, "That's not going in there." I'm like, but funny story. When I first started, like like in my 20s, I started fucking around with pills and shit. I don't know if y'all remember la piedra. Like I did that shit. Like I went to the bathroom and me escondí, and I was like, "Ooh, we about to kill it." I'm rubbing that shit all over the balls and everything, right? Y la jeva lo cogió con mamá, bro. Now, 2 minutes later, la ven, sube. She's like, "Ya, voy para arriba." And I was like, "Oh no, we're still gonna do it like this, but I'm just gonna act like I hear you right." Cause no iba a dañar el momento.
No. Mudas mi mouth. All right.
Oh man.
So si tú fueras, because we know Emily's famous, But if you were single, what's the age range to date? What's the youngest and what's the oldest?
Yo, 21 and up, bro. And it has to identify as a woman. Porque hay que verificarlo. Okay.
But
I'm
what's
not
the
trying to go
oldest?
home with someone and then just like, oh no, I identify as a dog and it's barking all over the shit. And now, tú no me dijiste eso ahorita. Now I'm here feeding streets and shit, but you still gotta get it in. This is horrible.
So what you're saying is you're not into role playing.
No, I am into role playing, but just like,
I know.
I
What
can't even say real shit.
Yeah, no.
Know your role.
So what's the oldest you would date?
Nah, I don't have. I like with me when it comes to women. It's like how if you make me feel
90.
good. No, espérate tampoco
Eso
así.
es lo que te estoy diciendo.
But like, I don't know. Now I'm not gonna take care of someone like in hospice. Like, hey, que lo que.
what
Yo
about,
hasta
like,
me que a los 90 me lo tiro.
But what about 60 and like rich?
Probably
You know what I'm
60.
saying?
Probably
and
60.
rich and rich,
Okay.
60
I don't
or
think 60 is old. Es una doña, una
70,
doña buena.
70
like-
and
60
70
J Lo.
no, pero eso es una doña
J-Lo's
buena,
like
bro.
50
like-
something, right?
Yeah, that's nothing,
Pasó de
bro.
55 a 60 ya.
Yeah.
Sí, es verdad.
Age is not, I don't know.
Okay. From our time, what do you prefer, magazine or VHS?
Ooh, I have both. Can I pick both?
Yeah, you can pick both.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah, lo que pervertido.
I'm gonna tell you this. I had antes no le cogía los DVD a los papás de uno.
No, right.
So one time ya yo tenía el DVD desbaratado. Like I knew the scene, I knew how they were moaning and everything.
Wow.
Like ya yo sabía todo, bro.
The moans.
It was horrible, and like it was so much that I even got my friends as girls, like, yo, we're gonna have a porn or whatever, and I'm like telling them the scenes or whatever, and one of them pressed something, and it was like the trailer of all the movies that the company had done. And I was like, oh my God, estoy loco que se vayan esta gente. I was ready to rub one out. Watch this, right? So as soon as they leave, yo me meto pa mi cuarto and I start going in, right? And they start showing like brujas doing it. They start showing like horses and stuff, and I'm just going in. They have like a small person. I'm like, yo, this is
A
lit.
small person.
And
This
then
nigga's politically correct.
Yeah, hey,
A tiny lover. A
Bro.
tiny lover.
and they going in, and I was like, big butts, big booty, and ya yo estoy ahí prendido. When I'm about to bust, bro, dos tigres acabando con todo ahí. And I just like all over those two guys, and I was like, no. And ever since that, I'm like, hold on, let me watch it first, because esta gente hacen de todo.
No more trailers.
No, man.
No more highlight reels.
I'm not gonna question the horses,
It was-
pero the brujas. Can you go in a little bit more into that?
But I like that the horses didn't affect them. Horses are fine, but like at the end.
All right. Next question.
Role play. The
Next
role play.
question. Next question. Oof. All right. Do you keep your eyes open?
When I kiss, hell no. If I find you with your eyes open, me kissing, estamos tight, mimito, y los riego, los subo a las redes. Wait, yo le hago los ojos abiertos, no la chulen. Hell no.
All right.
Close them eyes.
All right.
Uno es feo como quiera.
What about you, Jamie?
Eyes open is a little weird. Yeah. It's like a serial killers do that shit.
For real.
Why you looking at me,
Hey,
yo?
what you looking at?
What? You judging my tongue play?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Just an intense
You know-
look, just like chuleando, like
I've been told like 3 times at this age que yo no sé chulear. And one of them was Emily, which is horrible.
damn, that's it. Wow.
At that point, I was like, I didn't know what chulear.
Yo, when I was younger, I think I left my eyes open, and girls would be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, sorry.
But how did they see you? If they didn't open their eyes, how did they know your eyes were open?
I don't know. Maybe they were like,
Maybe you always peek. Okay.
always keep one eye open.
So
Always keep one eye open.
Last 2 questions.
What about when you're in the love below?
What's that mean?
Do you have your eyes open when you're in the love below?
Now you're morally correct, right?
No.
Am I getting head of this?
When you eating pussy,
When I'm
are you
in there,
fucking
like,
with
yo,
your eyes open?
What's up?
Wait, is men on pause this explicit? I thought men on pause was like PG-13. Really.
All right, let's get to the last questions. What's something from the past that you could bring that you could bring to the present, and what's something from the present that you wish you could take to the past?
From the past, yo, one of my boys gave me this silicone thing to masturbate with.
Oh, the pocket pussy.
That's, I don't know what it's called, but what? Esa vaina me cambió la vida. Broke it in 2 weeks. But then I was hard because I didn't know how to ask for it. Like, yo, de lo mío, la vaina que tú me regalaste, ¿cómo que se llama? I was gonna say none of that.
You trying to look for it on Amazon and shit?
Yeah. So now,
Why did he even give it to you to begin with?
bro, I'm telling you, the group of friends that I have is diferente. You know? Like, it's just weird.
Can I get in on that group chat?
It's horrible. It's like if it's 5 guys, we won't put a porn in all of us watch, right? My friends would be like, yo, ven para que tú esta jeva. You know? And it's that weird. But it's, you know what I wanted for my birthday, and I still do. I'm gonna get it one of these days. The dolls that come, the human-sized doll, they come now. Oye, rompen ahora. So I want to have one of those and like just bring it to the past. Like, yo, manito, trata una vaina de esta. Because you know I haven't tried it because I want it, but I'm scared to try it. You know, because yo soy la gente de que me gusta algo. I don't even look to the side. I be like, coge lucha con quién. So I'm afraid. That's why I haven't like gone in fully. But I almost bought a torso. Like, thank God. And I'm
So now we know what
Torso.
Yeah, bro. They sell
now we know what to get you for your birthday.
Yo,
Sex doll and gift wrap and
Build a
sex doll for
person.
you.
collectively. You could get it however you want. The size on top and bottom. Yo, it's crazy. I love that.
Whichever porn star's vagina you want.
De la que tú quieras.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
espérate, vulva. Me dijeron que es vulva, no the vagina, because the vagina is the passageway.
Bro, listen. You could get this doll and have her identify as whatever you want. Y la pones en los tazos. Who's to say? En el mundo que vivimos right now, anything goes.
Yo, Ivan, thank you so much for coming through. Everybody put your hands together.
Before I go,
Please.
We love you.
Translation Podcast está rompiendo. I saw it.
Yes,
you guys
sir.
are doing it. So Jamie, Juan Bago, when I came out, I was like, yo, who is that? Damn, I walked in the wrong house. Man had braid and everything. Like, oh, Jesus. Said Drake. Bueno, pues, thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
Aquí
you,
estamos
bro.
behind the scene.
Yo,
Wow.
Rick, get on up in here. Let's
Oh wait, we got the doorbell
ring the
knocking.
doorbell right now.
Wait, we got the doorbell.
Look, it's Rick. Ooh. It's podcaster
I should have
extraordinaire.
went before he always, you can't, it's Rick.
We're just gonna give you the round of applause, bro, because
Thank you.
Yes. Everybody,
What do you
Rick
do?
H from the Rick H Show.
Rick H. The Rick H show.
yeah, like can we?
Rick H has a show that he just named Rick H Show.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
baller. That's baller.
That's the genius of it.
That's it.
I can never forget. You see, like, men forget their anniversary dates?
Yeah.
I can't forget my own shows, man.
But you have a catchy. Rick H is catchy. Like, I'll never forget that.
I
Rick
used
H,
to
Rick H,
rap,
Rick H.
and nobody could pronounce my last name. So, man.
First of all, Rick, finally, we have you on the Men on Pause
Aye.
podcast.
I was begging you to be on the show. You never.
Thank you. No, I know.
Let's talk about that.
No,
Let's
I
talk
know.
about that. How
I
does
know,
that
that's
work?
true.
Like, Jerry's hard to, like, reach?
Yeah, like honestly, I record my show and then I do it live, and Jerry's always in the chat.
Jump in.
And it's perfect because I could bounce jokes off Jerry all day long, and
That's what I do. I
great
bounce
content
jokes off
immediately.
Jerry all the time.
I
This
bou-
is
bounce
why he's
Sounded dirty.
one of my bestest friends. I just like, hey Jerry, is this funny? And he'll tell me. He's like, yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good.
Yo, why does everybody have fucking Jerry's whole cadence down pat?
Because we love him. Because we love him.
First of all, Jamie has the best impression of me, and everybody does an impression of Jamie's impression.
I don't do an impression of him. You know,
He does an impression of
You know, it's 150.
you got the tone and everything.
too.
You trying to do Bago? That sounds like Bago. That's a good Bago.
No, Bago's over here. he's like a little bit away from Hulk Hogan. A little bit.
Wow. Rick H, I'm curious. What made you get into podcasting? I never asked you this in our personal lives. And I want to know now.
But I also, before you answer that, I also
It's gonna shock all you guys.
If you can include your answer with what I'm going to ask you too.
In the form of a question.
I want to thank you for also being very supportive of the Men on Pause podcast.
Yes.
You've always been like hella supportive. You've been, you picked this up, so thank you, brother.
You always showed us love, so it was only natural. And then I'm so happy that what do you call it when you're on the same network? Like your network mates? Or
Yeah, like Pod Brothers.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Siamese?
Because it was like if it was like the network stars back in the day, right? Like NBC, they had to play
Or like
each other.
Label Brothers or some
There
shit.
you go.
Label.
Yeah,
Label
Label
mates.
Brothers. Label mates.
There you go.
Nah, I could feel that.
Or
Yeah. But to answer Jamie's question, it was a little podcast called Latinos Out Loud. So I've known Juan, Bago, Michael Diaz for a really long time, and it was that and a combination of Joe Rogan, because I wanted to do a sports podcast. And Joe Budden and Joe Rogan were big at the time, and I thought I was.
I never thought about both Joes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was like amazing having these conversations in my mind with my brother, who's super hilarious and funny, and then my friend Paul. And I was like, I could do this. And then we started shooting, and I found out that I wasn't the entertaining one. I was just the straight-laced guy, and my brother was the one doing all the crazy antics on the show.
It's hard, but a good straight-laced guy is hard to find too.
Not really.
No, you need.
I'm trying to help you out here, bro.
Entonces, ¿qué es lo que tú haces?
No, you need the straight man. Like, without no straight man, there is no joke. You understand? There is no joke.
Yeah,
without a straight
it's
man.
harder
Yeah.
to do that than to be the guy who's like, hey.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because that's what, like, you have to act like you're really upset. Sometimes when you're not, you have to pull out the acting skills on those moments.
Have you met my brother? It's not acting. It's just not.
You really, he really gets me upset. Yeah.
We're interviewing Osmani Rodriguez in the Monkey Room, and my brother decides to get up mid-interview, and our show is video, so we have like 3 cameras and a bunch of lights. He gets up mid-interview as Oz is answering his question and goes to the bathroom to pee. So yeah, that's an example of the antics that my brother
You
would
were
do.
saying something? Yeah, what?
Jerry's gonna go pee.
And
real
he
quick.
almost knocked the light down too.
No, I'm good.
So look, Man on Pause, 150 episodes. What do you have any advice as a fellow podcaster for the next 150?
Yeah, because how many were you going on, right? You were
I think 5 away from 200.
Damn, dude. Okay. Let me find out. There's only 365 days a year. Shit.
and live.
Are you doing like 5 a day? Like, what's going on here?
No. And that's the season thing. Like when I say, "Oh, I'm on season 14." Oh my God, you've been doing it for 14 years.
Yeah.
That's James' favorite.
You already know. Yeah, it's like
You've been doing it for 14 years? No.
yeah. Advice for the next 150 because we want menopause to keep going until.
I mean, they got to 150 already. There's no way it's gonna pod fade at that point. I think this is.
Is that the term? Pod fade?
Pod fade? Yeah. So when you do a couple episodes and then it disappears, it's called pod fading.
Wow.
Shit.
Okay,
Just
we
learned
learned
something
new
new.
lingo.
Yo, my man had no
Acting
idea.
like he didn't know that one. No, so you're at
Shit ain't
150.
faded, got
just-
sharp edges, baby.
It's kind of a negative term.
Yo, like,
Yo, I
what?
heard your podcast is pod fading. Son.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then I thought I was taking a break.
I thought it was an upward trajectory.
No, 150. There's
Advice. Give us some practical shit.
just be Jerry. That's it.
Oh, I love that.
Just be Jerry and be
Be
funny.
Jerry.
Thank you, brother.
Continue to be funny. I mean,
Say that shit with all the seriousness in your voice. My man said, please continue to be funny. Coño, can you get a little bit more cadence?
Yo, seriously, be funny, yo. Seriously. Just keep it being funny,
yo,
bro.
Jerry, just be Jerry.
Thank you, Ricky Smooth.
Just continue to be funny.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Do you consider yourself washed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got gray hairs in my nostrils, so like that's what I knew. I was super washed. And then I'm telling my cousin who we're the same age, and he's like, "Yeah, but you got in the nose, I got in my balls." Like I was like, "I'm not there yet," but
That's
I feel
the
like
scary one,
it's
though.
gonna happen.
That's scary.
That's
Because
a
one day
scary
you'll
one.
wake up and you'll be like, "Oh, hi there, hi there,
with a Moses.
And
beard.
hi there,
Listen.
gray pube."
Listen, I don't know about you, but I got a dark situation going on there.
Oh.
That's just a highlighted motherfucker.
Morgan Freeman. It'll be
One.
Hello, I'm your one gray
Hello,
cube. I'm staring at you right now. as
I'm
you
gonna rest on your penis.
take a shower.
I'm just gonna lay here to the side.
I think you need to name your first.
My first, I would be like, Morgan. What's up, nigga?
Well, you're saying patchy.
So you call it, "Hi, Morgan."
Is one ball patchier than the other? Maybe the one that has the most white hair. That one could be Morgan Freeman.
No, like a spotted, like spotted balls. No, it's like one's got a target on it. What? No, I don't have yet. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you already had that
No,
situation
not
going
yet,
on, and
not
I was
yet.
like, my follow-up question was like, so you do the beard, but not the
No.
other carriage. Like,
I haven't. No, that's what's scary.
Do you get any ear? Do you get any ear hair? Because I
have
I feel
one.
like I have to. I have like a little ear razor, like shaver thing.
I know.
And
Here's the
sometimes,
problem.
occasionally, I have to do
is
that.
it inside?
Inside, yeah. You can't even see it. You're
nah,
just
I
putting.
get
I'm
that
just
one.
putting the
No,
shaver
I
in
get
there and seeing like what happens. You know what I
I
mean?
get them on that little flap on the outside. They just
I get
like,
that one, and then the one right here. And
Yeah.
Yo, my bad. How old are
They be
you?
hanging like a pump. That should be hanging like like
Y'all motherfuckers is terrifying me right now.
you know, like a hanging lamp in a living room over the couch.
I am
Them shit be
I
hanging.
am humbly
And I'm like,
and
yo,
seriously
because,
asking.
Nobody told me this shit for 2 months.
You gotta
Y'all been
be-
looking at me with an antenna coming out my ear. Ain't nobody said nothing.
It looks like
So
a
my
roach
father,
on your-
neglects his ear hair. It looks like a beanstalk coming out of his ears.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that.
I thought we were all in the fucking same age group. What are y'all niggas talking about?
Dude, I was in Dublin. I woke up from a night. It was the morning, and then the night before I was drinking, and I went to wash my face. I went to use the bathroom because I go like 15 times. I know you asked.
Yeah.
Good. Call back.
Yeah.
So I'm washing my hands and I'm looking at because I'm trying to wash my face to wake myself up, and all I see is long ass fucking hair. I immediately went into the room and was yelling at my wife like, "You've seen this shit."
Yeah.
And
And they
He's
be
gonna let
staring
it
at
grow.
you in the car and shit. Like, I know you seen it. That's what you was looking at. That's what you was looking at.
And it's, I mean, maybe it was cold when we got married, but in the she saw it when we were getting married. She sleeps next to me, and this is her bedside, so she sees it all the time, and she never told me about that shit.
That should be doing like this to her, bro.
She was like, "Till death do us part," but not for like that random hairs in different spots. Till do us part. I don't know about that.
Rick, anything coming up on the horizon that we should know about that you're working on?
There's like 6 different shows I'm working on right now.
Damn, Zoo.
That's why I want people to know he's a boss. That's all. He's doing it.
So just tell us about 3 of them. We don't have time for 6.
They don't have titles yet, but you'll be seeing it. So That's Your Reality is out right now. That's Chicken and Millennials podcast.
Correct.
The Rick A Show is out right now. And I'm gonna be also going back to, because I used to produce Ellie's show, but now I'm gonna go back to producing her show. So when we moved to the studio, I forgot Ellie's. Oh, Chatting with Jazz.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's gonna call me in like 20 minutes. You forgot the name of my fucking podcast.
What a producer.
I'm not calling so shit no more.
Well, everybody, thank you so much. Give a round of applause.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming through,
So 150 more.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming through.
Man, this sounds so much better with the headphones on.
All right. Should we bring him in?
So first of all, Jerry, every guest you've had so far is like doing their shit right now.
I mean, I know some really
I feel
cool
lazy
people, bro.
because they have like
Lazy.
5 or 6 projects.
Lazy,
and
Mr.
shit.
Translator, Mr. Michelle Rojas is not okay. What else? What else? What else?
Those are just 2.
Give
I
Miss
feel like they
Flowers.
have
Give
like
Miss
5
Flowers.
or 6, you know.
Give him Miss Flowers.
But I love Latino talent shining through.
Yeah, we're gonna pause.
And we're back.
And we're back.
That's the doorbell. So that means we have another guest coming up.
Wow. Revolving door up in here.
You know, it's only fitting that we bring in this. He's also a Wash Squad member. Also,
Shout out to the Wash Squad, yo.
Shout out to the Wash Squad. Son of a bitch. But everybody, give it up. Clap your hands. Is that what they say? Put it together.
Yeah.
For
Raise
my
the
man.
roof. Raise the
Raise the
people still
roof.
raise roofs? I don't know.
For my man, my cousin, my blood, Michael Diaz, a.k.a. Juan Bago.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you walked in here with a lot of energy.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Probably because I'm the only one like not drinking, so my bedtime is usually like 9:45.
Oh, he
I'm
came
past
in.
my bedtime.
Speaking of washed,
Like,
No, for real, like I am washed.
it is 10 minutes after your bedtime.
No, it is. No, for real, like 9:45, I get tired.
He came in here looking like he teaches GED in prison, and he wants to talk about 9:45 bedtime.
this is primo love, man, right
I
here.
love you, Juan Bago.
Ain't nothing wrong with teaching that.
Thank you.
Come
Tell him
on.
that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like the
You gotta do the
cornrows.
work.
I do like it.
Come
Yeah,
on.
cornrows.
Aren't you worried that it's gonna recede your hairline?
Yeah, Freak.
We're past that point now.
Hair,
Hair, I don't need to worry about it. I can get some transplant and put it anywhere. I'm good.
That's true.
Yeah.
First of all, Bago, official member of the Watch Squad, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you. I was like, when am I coming on, bro? I should have been first.
We saved.
Wasn't I your first official guest?
Family comes
Always.
first. Family comes
Always.
first. To
Always.
be honest, to
But
be
you know,
real.
listen, I didn't know there was some surprises. There was some
Of course,
pop-ups.
no, it was good.
But first of all, I want to thank you. First of all, congratulations on the Translators podcast. Like everybody.
Congratulations to you. Like you're in 6 of the 8 episodes.
Thank you.
So, yeah,
and
Jerry-
both of you.
How come he's not on the billboard?
Well, because it's translators.
It's fine.
This is translators.
Well,
How come
because
you're not on the billboard?
Well, I mean, that was gonna be my follow-up question.
Of course. I beat you to it.
but Jerry, let's just say Jerry wasn't scheduled to be in
Exactly.
pretty much
Jerry's
most
really
of
good
the
at-
episodes, and his talent made us say like, we need Jerry in more of these episodes. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, anything for my brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Like
That's
when
all
you
love.
do, like that's all right. Like they put up the bat signal. They needed somebody to come and do something. And when I do this, then they also know when I come in and I do stuff, I do it to my fullest capacity because it's about the greatness of the project, not necessarily the greatness of the role.
This man
And
is
look,
dropping. Can I drop a bomb?
he's not
Because
he's not on the billboards, but he's in the thumbnails. So you know.
you just drop bombs, bro.
That's deep. That's deep.
No, but like, I mean, let me be real. Like, if we're gonna like give Jerry his flowers, like Jerry's the guy that I always ask for his opinion on anything funny.
Same.
You know, I'm always like, yo, Jerry, what do you think? What do you think? He's like, yo, that's good. That's funny. Go with that. Or he'll tell me like, nah, you know, you better than that. You better than that. So that's my go-to.
You know, that was just your
my go-to.
That was your excuse to do an impression of him. You know that. Anytime you have an opportunity to do that. I have a question for you two.
Sure.
Because we were asked when we first met, which was the house party.
Yeah.
He was the plus one of the plus one of Calixto Chinchilla.
Yes.
Plus one.
Yeah.
He was the plus one of that.
And I was, you know,
you're always there.
I was always at Mike's party.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you first met Jamie?
I met Jamie.
Curious.
Oh, it was at the comedy troupe thing.
Yes.
It was at Lose Control.
Now, Mike tells this story. I don't know if it's very like him embellishing it, but he's like, yeah, yo, when Jerry came to me and said like, yo, me and Jamie, like we're like similar senses of humor and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Was that true? Or is it just
like
kinda
the first, like, and Mike knows, like, that was the thing with me. I'm very picky, and he was always like, you need to meet this guy. It's funny. You guys would work together, and then I would meet him, and I'd be like, this dude?
nigga?
Really?
And,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, really? This is the guy? This is him?
I hadn't gone through puberty.
And I would shoot him, like, you know, comedically, like, whatever. I was very confident with that. So it was always like, I could never find anybody that had my same sensibilities. And when I met him, within 2 minutes, it was like, we were like riffing on a joke, and he made a
jokes on jokes.
Yeah, and I remember the joke too. It was really bad. It was really corny.
Of course.
It was
please share
that's my go-to.
Yeah, the bipolar.
That's my brand. That's my brand.
It was about a bipolar bear.
A bipolar bear, yeah.
Yeah, but
like
the joke was about him being bi and not polar.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
very problematic, but not in 2006.
No. And then it was like, that was genius. That was like, bam, top of the line.
I do have to give flowers right now to you two because with Room 28, we had done it originally in 2007.
Yeah.
I got a camcorder from CTV, which is now Fuse. Fuse TV. So we wanted to do a bunch of sketches, and so we did like 50 sketches. We would just get together. We just had the concept, and we would just go in the neighborhood and find locations and shoot it. But when we started doing the live shows in 2008, because you guys, because the Pregunta Cafe, 137th, rest in peace, but Ruperto Vanderpool was doing stand-up, and the owner was like, I need an opener. And then Jamie and Jerry already had a year doing the other sketch show, that they were so seasoned, they did 30 minutes of a two-man show. Like, just improv. For 30 minutes, and then from there we would do our shows there.
And you can't just do that with anybody. You have to do somebody you trust.
Yeah.
And so
to be able to do we would talk about bits like right before going on stage, like literally be like, "Yo, listen, I was thinking about this. Let's do it this way." You're like, "You real? Yeah, no, trust me." And then we would just do it as soon as we would.
Yeah, and
so it's nobody I could do that with.
And an art stroll, which is going on like 23 years. They asked to do.
That was year
remember,
one.
It was Uptown. Talk about anyways. So they asked us to do a show, and Jerry and Jamie, like 15 minutes before we were supposed to perform in my terrace, came up with a whole bit, and they performed it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, that was great!" I'm like, "These motherfuckers just did this shit 15 minutes before and did 35 minutes." I'm like, "How the fuck?"
When we put our heads together, magic happens.
So I feel like, again, I've been from day one, and the Room 28 shows that we did, from 2014, the 8 years were awesome. But the pure magic, like the uncut cocaina, was back in 137th Street.
Oh, this nigga went gangster.
Yeah, no, I was the braids. Jerry's been saying I've been mad problematic since the braids. I have. But real talk. Those shows that we did back in La Pregunta, where we had like the capacity was 90, we had like 135. We had people outside in the street.
Yeah,
we would get another monitor from inside showing outside so people can watch the show, and these guys would go on some improv within the sketch, and it was just pure magic. So you guys have always had a bond.
Can we get a fake round of applause for that?
No, bro. I didn't know. I didn't know what was the right time.
Look, I don't know about you, Mike, but you know, I feel like Jerry on his show probably interviews people.
Yes.
I want to get to know Jerry a little bit. I want to know how did the Men on Pause start? You're 150 in. What made you want to start your own podcast? Let's let the viewers in on this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because I was waiting to get hired by other podcasts that weren't calling.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Jerry's looking at me like straight in the eye.
No. Actually, no. Podcasting is something that was like a lot of different people had approached me with different ideas, and everybody had a podcast. I don't like doing things. These guys know I don't like doing things that other people are doing. Like I like to do my own thing on my own time. I just work differently like that. And ironically enough, that how things work out. I'm glad you two are sitting here, like at 150 for something that I've gone on and done by myself, but I couldn't have done without starting with y'all. You know, and y'all giving me the confidence to do that. So I appreciate y'all. But
just in case if nobody in the room knows, there was a round of applause happening in the moment.
There's been a lot of round of applause.
But no, I mean, listen, it was something where my best friend actually, we had gotten out of contact from high school for a long time. He's not in the business, but he's a person that when we would have conversations, it was just like the craziest. We would entertain before the internet, before all of that. We would hot box in the car, smoke a weed, sit in the front seat, and entertain like everybody in the back seat. Just saying jokes, and we literally had a podcast that way. So it was literally just trying to capture that energy, and I was like, oh, this is somebody I could bounce off stuff, and he's also not in the business, so if I want to say some shit, I can have him say it. Right.
I'm
not gonna get in trouble.
Very smart. He'll take the bullet.
And he'll say the real shit, because performers are always try to, they'll perform and it's not, you're not getting like the real deal shit, but a real, like a regular person will just be like, I don't give a fuck, I'll say what I want to say.
Yeah, and also just radio was also something that I always wanted to do. This is the evolution of radio, but like, the Howard Sterns, the Luis Jimenez, all that stuff. That's why my podcast is the way that it is. That's why it's heavy on production, because I like storytelling, and I like the old, you hear the stories of when they were doing World War Z or whatever on the radio, and people actually thought that it was actually happening because they heard the alien.
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds, yeah, that shit. They actually thought it was actually happening because that's how they listened to the radio. Like that kind of stuff you could tell a story by just making noises and sound, and you could put people in moods.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to be talking about like 1940s radio and shit.
No, but
this is how deep this show gets, y'all.
Right, and it's very inspirational. It was inspirational. Yeah, it's questions. Wow. Yeah, so I wanted to do that in my show, like just set a mood with like music and sound effects and make it silly and whatever.
And you're the one who edits, and you're the one who adds all that shit. Like you're like a one-man band as far as the post-production shit.
And it's just learning to do it.
And that's how you got to do it. And that's good advice for anybody who's listening. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I listened to the first episodes, and I cringe. You're like, oh my god. But then, like, you can hear if you listen to it in order, you can hear the evolution of the show, even from like the theme song all the way to how we roll out the show.
Which, when I listen to your theme song, I do want to fucking like b-boy break dance. By the way, like that shit is fire. Like I do like it.
And it's one of those things where everything came in order, like, and it just clicked. So it was like, oh, you want to do a podcast? Okay, what are we gonna do a podcast about? Oh, two old guys stuck in the 90s. We're pausing. Men on pause, like whatever, blah blah. Okay,
I love that name.
Then it was like, what could the logo be? Oh, maybe like the bathroom signs with the guy and a pause symbol in the middle. Okay, boom, that started working. Then I was at work, and I had this little boom, boom, boom. That shit, I had it in my head, and then I just went and I was like, all right, and then I just started fucking with it at work, just with GarageBand on my phone. And then next thing you know, like I had something, and then I was like, oh, and then I did the mess with the voice, and then next thing you know, I was like, damn, theme song, the type of shit. And I also knew I only wanted it a half hour. I wanted it like tight car ride home, train ride home, 20 minutes. You listen to it, you laugh, and you get out, and not make it too serious.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
But I like
149 episodes.
That's a lot. That's commitment. That's commitment.
You're not gonna hit pod fade. I just learned that.
Why you bringing it back to pop fade? Yo, son,
You're not gonna hit
pop fading right now,
You're
son.
not gonna hit pop fade. That's crazy. Right, so, do you want to ask Mike any of the questions that we asked the previous guest?
Well, being that was the first guest, I already done that.
Yeah, he was the first guest on our show.
Mike, real quick, what's the most washed thing about you? Just to end it off on.
And
the
also,
wash.
what's your favorite episode of? Because you listen.
So two questions, 1A, 1B. What do you got?
Repeat that.
What's the most washed thing about you, and what's your favorite episode of the Men on Pause?
Well, I think the most washed thing, but Jerry knows me long enough because when we used to hang out, like we were like 18, I used to fall asleep.
8:30, nigga.
8:30. So
At
we'd be
18?
Hanging out, Central Park.
We'd be at Central Park, and I'd wake up like, where is everybody? Because they try to get rid of me because I was from Connecticut. But anyways, I think it's the sleeping part. And what's my favorite episode? I mean, any of the ones that have the man crush, you guys go in with the man crush.
Same.
So I like that. I like and my episodes, of course.
Nice.
You know, Jamie, what about you? What's your favorite episode?
Anyone where Jerry's just being Jerry. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. Somebody else already used that motherfucking answer. Yeah.
When the men are pausing, that's my favorite episode. No, but yo, 150. Not people can't say they've done 150 of anything, and you've done you've done $150. $50? What? You've done 150 shows. We gotta celebrate that. Like I feel like we've been talking to a lot of people, but we want to celebrate. At the end of the day, it's celebrating you and the show. Let's give one more round of applause. Can we do that?
Thank you, everybody.
Did anybody bring a cake? You guys are horrible fucking
I have a
friends.
digital cake.
No.
Digital
cake. So my email, I sent it to him on email.
He sent me in one of those old Facebook shits. Like, cake for you.
I got a hologram cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook love.
So okay, so Jerry, how are we ending this? How are we putting the period at the end of the sentence?
Wait, I thought we had one more guest.
Yeah, I think we should bring one more guest because there's another character on the show.
Oh,
that we talk about all the time.
See, I love this. Is why this show is always full of surprises.
Oh, the door.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, now you can actually hear the door.
it's been a mysterious person that we talk about all the time on the show, right? And I feel like I'm ready to reveal her.
Wow, this is exclusive. Yo, what? You got an exclusive bite?
So on the show,
I don't like. I'm gonna go back to the bomb.
Okay,
Funk
so
flex. Okay.
right now she look like she about to set it off. You know.
Oh.
She look like she living single.
Nanny's kind of world.
I'm messing with her because it's new hair. It's nice. She look good. You guys know her as the mermaid, okay? On the show. Put your hands together for Lady J from the Art of Happy Her podcast.
So this just became Women on Pause.
All right, so
Do I drop another bomb?
yeah, whatever. Listen, right now, there's not anything crazy going on because she's been saved because P's not here, right? Because if P were here right now, he would be giving you the full interrogation, like that whole thing. So you're a guest on the show, so we don't have to get into all of that.
No.
But you are a fan and you are a listener. You are part of the Wash Squad.
I am.
What is your favorite episode of the Men on Pause podcast?
Well, first of all, I want to say hello, tribe.
Oh, yeah.
Going in. I love it.
And I want to thank you for having us here. I want to also say that I'm so happy to be here. Surrounded with so much creativity, and also because we're giving the Men on Pause their flowers, but mainly Jerry, because I've always told him when I first met him a year ago that he's like a genius, right? But not knowing what I see today, I didn't even know this at all. I just know him as a person, like a friend.
Yeah, she didn't know I did comedy or anything.
No, nothing. I actually told him I was
You mean
funny.
to tell me you didn't get her with your witty character?
No. Like full personality like me.
No, he was just like, hey, what's up?
She's like, who are you?
I'm Jerry.
You're a genius, but wait, what else do you do?
Yeah. No, he's like a genius, and I'm like always like laughing and all of that. But when I first met him, he told me that he's a comedian, and I told him that I was funny too.
Oh yeah, she said I'm a comedian too.
I said I'm funny. Like my friends think I'm funny.
Yeah.
Like I'm funny.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's cute.
Yeah. and she's like, really, I'm from here.
Like,
Okay.
That's cute. Your friends think you're funny. I got a whole motherfucking audience.
Yeah, I didn't even know because I know his cousin. I know Juan. Bago. I know him.
Oh, you mean that guy?
Yeah, so I know him, but I still didn't even know about them or anything like that.
So we went on a date,
idea.
right? And we went on a date.
So Jerry, I'm
And I
imagining
said, no,
Jerry
we
on
went
the
on a
first
date.
day. Is he just throwing out
Well,
like
that's
all
what
his
happened.
best lines?
Well, that's
and
what
all that?
happened. We sat down at the table, and I was like, "You good?" She's like, "Yo, we gonna see a comedy show?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "She's like, all right, I'll be right back." And then I walked on stage.
Oh shit!
What the? That's baller shit.
Yo, man. Oh, yo, you killed it.
Wait, and then the club owner was like, "Yo, get off the
you
stage. You're not-
This guy.
Get off the stage.
You
You're not performing
flexed?
tonight."
Yeah.
On day
And
one.
she was like this. She was like,
He
"You
was
really
funny.
comedian."
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Was that like planned?
Oh, he's funny.
Were you ready for that? Was that dramatic reveal planned?
Oh yeah, once she was like, she really didn't believe that, like the way that she kept answering about the comedian part. She's like, "Oh yo, me too. I'm a comedian too. I'm mad funny." And I'm like, "You do shows?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And then I was like, "All right."
And then she heard a couple of your dick jokes, and she just fell under your spell, right?
Mm-hmm. Especially the dick jokes.
Do you
The
remember
little dick jokes?
Do you remember the set? Do you remember the set at all that you
What's the
performed?
first joke that you?
Matter of fact, do
busted
you
out?
remember the
Well,
joke?
what he was doing was for a friend. It was for
Rob.
Rob had a birthday.
Oh, okay.
And so he went to host and also like to do what was it that you was doing for him?
Yeah, hosted and did stand-up,
hosting
yeah.
and stand up. So I was supposed to just go for the birthday and just like meet his
Party.
friends.
Just chill.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me he left you with your friend, with his
and
friends?
then he
And they left you the whole night by yourself.
No,
No,
I was sitting like in the front, and you know how comedians pick on you, right? Some of his comedian colleagues were picking on me.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah, but it was funny. It was funny. It was okay. So when he gets up and he's on stage, I didn't know that like he was funny. You know, like no, like you know when right.
Él dice un par de chistes, pero ese tigre no tiene nada.
No, not even. It was like this, like before he says something, people were laughing.
Did he have his pants down?
Wait, so yeah, I'm like, is this Goodfellas funny? Like, good. Does he look like a clown? The nigga just walked up. He's like, mira ese tigre. Ese tigre un chistoso. Mira qué bonito. How the fuck does that work? Like, please give me a bit more insight into that.
So,
He was professional funny.
So it was just that look that I
It's
guess,
that look.
and that connection with the audience.
Did he stare in?
That-
Did he give you the gaze?
That he looks down, and then when he's gonna come up, like people already laughing, and then that thing comes out, and people are laughing. I'm like, oh, this nigga, oh, he's funny, oh, he's fucking funny. Okay, I get it.
So to this day, does he go down and come up and you laugh?
He goes down. He goes down.
Wow. Men on pause. Men on pause.
I laugh. Yeah.
My bad. Does he look down? Nah, he looks down. My bad. I say he looks down.
So the next question was, what's my favorite episode?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a few, but I actually like to, I listen, but I also call him and I tell him when I pick up certain energies between you and P, especially because P is like so fucking funny. And then the thing about P is that he kind of hates me, loves me a little. Cause I'm
He's
like
jealous.
in the picture
quitaste el
now.
hombre.
Yeah, so he's always challenging and calling his mom.
Yeah.
Like,
También.
to talk about me and to tell her like yo no cocino, that
She made me like some gourmet shit. He's like, oh yeah, she's making you appetizers. That's, you call that a meal? That's appetizers.
Right. So he's always
She
going
don't cook
in on
for
me.
you.
He's
Yeah.
always going in
Yeah.
on me, but that's okay. I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah.
And I love your chemistry. But But
I'm not sure if I'm picking up the subliminals.
No, just the chemistry that they have. They're just really good at it. But my favorite episode was I'm not what was
Ronnie?
it? Ronnie.
Oh, that I went to the wedding with you.
Oh my God, yes.
And everybody thought I was this guy named Ronnie, right?
Yo, you guys.
So
you don't look like a Ronnie.
No,
though.
like you
No
don't
way.
understand.
So the first thing I say, first thing I say to the first guy that tells me, "Oh, you look," I say, "Ronnie better not be ugly, cause I'm gonna be mad."
Oh my God.
Yo, I entra Ronnie.
Straight to run, nigga.
He looked like me with colitis.
Oh
no. We're like,
and I was like, bro, Diablo.
Es el tigre que tú pensabas que yo era.
That's how y'all doing me, bro. Fuck.
And those are your friends?
No, those were her friends.
Oh, damn.
My
I ain't
friends.
going back to that shit.
Yeah.
No.
They were
They're
my
my friends too. They're my
I guess you no longer see them. No, I'm sorry.
Anyways, that was my favorite episode only because of I laughed so hard. Like, because Rodney listened to it.
I
too.
know he did. He told me.
Fuck that.
How did he wait?
And he was saying, he was like, fuck Rodney.
No, I said, no, my bad, because Ronnie is a good guy. You know, it's not his fault that they
Oh, man.
But
No,
fuck
there's
Ronnie.
no moment that anything starts with, he's a good guy.
No, I said, yo, like, I'm my bad to Ronnie, because he could be a good guy. He's got the crossfire here, but fuck that dude.
But why was it that people were saying that? What was it that we were like, oh, yeah, I can see it?
Oh, because, so we had a beard.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're
like
brown?
7 other people in the room.
Like-
and then he was dark.
Oh.
Racial profiling.
Then,
Racial
then for my guy,
profiling.
on top of that, I had my shades
He
up
had
like
his
this.
shades
And he
here.
had his shades up at the same
Yeah,
time.
he
And they
had
were like,
the
look,
shades.
they're shade brothers too. Yo, mira, coño. I was like,
Yo, man,
I just
es un
snorted.
pecozón,
Yo,
bro,
oh,
que
yeah.
tú...
bro.
Shout out to Ronnie.
I was
Will you
so
ever have
depressed.
Ronnie on?
Yo, matter of fact, yo, when we were younger, you used to call me Ronnie. You will never call me Ronnie ever again, bro.
Never.
Porque what the fuck?
Yo,
No.
you thought that he can't.
Ronnie.
You know, I thought Ronnie was being rude because he wasn't saying hi.
Yeah, and it wasn't
Y pasando
Ronnie.
por la mesa y yo, diablo, toda esta gente piensa que yo estaba tan feo.
Yo, Ronnie's.
Yo, these niggas think that I look like this. He look like a zombie version of me. Like, I don't need to go and walk the thing no more. I know what I'm gonna look like.
God damn, nigga, tell us how you really feel.
You're like,
I know, he was so angry.
I hear it today.
Have you
I
not
know,
seen?
angry.
Yo, because I said it. Yo, I said that's my
And he
pet
kept
peeve.
telling him that. Like, he told Ronnie this. He kept, like, saying
I
Ronnie.
told it to his face.
To his face.
I
to his
need
face.
for this
I said, yo, these
episode
people
for me to
told me.
edit it.
Yeah.
I need a picture of Ronnie.
got you.
And I will
Yeah.
put it on the
You're like
episode.
you're like the bougie Ronnie. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Ronnie was. That's the thing. I had a fit on, bro. Like I had a black suit, the chain. He showed up with white jeans and Durango boots, Chelsea boots, to a wedding. ¿Qué es lo que tú estás haciendo? White
The way you're
jeans.
describing him, he came with
White
yo, he had
jeans?
the way you're describing it, he had
That's
a
a
straight.
fucking crime right there.
He had a straight jacket on.
Yeah, might as well.
He
Might
was
as well.
nice. He was nice and he was
Yeah, he was great, but
But yo,
fuck
we
that
love
guy.
you, Ronnie. We love you, Ronnie. Wherever you are.
Shout out to Ronnie. He's about to hear this motherfucking episode.
Whatever
Yeah, that
mental,
was my favorite
whatever mental
episode.
institution you're at right now, we love you.
Well,
God damn. That shit escalated quick.
Well, I want to thank you for listening, and I thank you for being a good sport.
Am I gonna get a leather jacket or something?
Yeah, I got you.
Ooh,
Thank you
swag. We want some
No, because
swag.
he's giving like his listeners like stuff, but he thinks only because he knows me that he can't give me something.
Can't
but
get away with that.
but I need.
You need the best gift.
Yeah,
The
I don't
best
want
gift.
a T-shirt because he was like, "Oh, we give him socks, T-shirt." No, I want a leather jacket.
He gave me a
like
keychain.
a bomber.
He gave me a keychain, and I've known him for like 17, 18 years.
Oh no, I don't want a keychain.
Yo, but
Don't use that key.
And men on
Don't
pause,
use that
like
key.
a men on pause condoms. I'm
can-
like,
can I
don't
put-
even
No,
know.
don't use those either.
Yeah.
Don't use those either.
Just for
can you-
promotional, just for promotional use.
Oh wow.
It's actually bubble gum.
Wow.
I didn't tell you.
Can it be like a varsity jacket?
It's condom shaped
Yeah,
bubble gum.
that
Like a varsity jacket, and every year you guys are together, you put a new patch of the episode that he's doing.
you go,
Tú me estás
babe.
vacilando.
Ron got that marketing mind. Shit.
Yo, you on the arm you put a new patch. So for this new jacket, you put 150, and on the other arm you put 1 year, and then the second year is what it's gonna be 200 or whatever the fuck. And yo, and just keep going like that. I'm just
I
saying.
just heard someone say al coño, ya lo cago.
Yeah.
I just heard it.
Wow.
Nigga, you only gotta buy one gift, and then you only gotta buy the patch. I'm talking about winning on fronts and reminding yourself too.
That's true. That's true.
So
And it's dope, babe.
I think that shit's fly. I'm already envisioning it.
But I want to thank you though for being a good sport because we do talk mad shit about you
All the time.
all the time. I talk
All
a
the
lot of
time.
shit,
Yeah.
and I don't hide nothing.
No.
I don't.
you can't because you put it on the podcast.
I put it all, man. It's therapy
All
for
the
me.
cards on the table.
But she's a good sport, and again, I appreciate you. So thank you,
It's
thank you for
okay.
being on the show. Everybody, check out her podcast, The Art of Happy Her podcast.
Thank
Wait, repeat the podcast.
The Art of Happy Her podcast.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, Jerry, before we start wrapping stuff up,
Yeah.
any words about your co-host? That he's not on this episode, but he's been in 149 of your episodes.
Yeah.
What has he meant to the podcast? I mean, he's not here to speak for himself, but obviously, I'm sure you have some words for your fellow.
You want to call him? Call him on the phone. Just put him on the phone.
Man on pauser.
He's in he's in an emergency.
So what's up? Give him some flowers. Give him some
No,
flowers.
I want to give him only because I wouldn't have started this without him for sure, 100%. He's the one person that I was like, oh, he put he's like, oh, my girl got me all this equipment, like she had gotten him a computer and all this stuff and a mic, and he's like, I don't know what to do
A
with this.
computer.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, babe, I got you a computer.
A laptop.
A fucking
No, but that's-
gateway.
No.
The way you're presenting it.
No, it wasn't a crank up shit. All right, no, but that goes to show you how easy it was. It was with a laptop and a microphone. That was it, and we found a way to record. And then I was like, oh, I've been in a music studio before. I know how to edit and cut stuff. And y me puse a broma ahí. And then I started cutting out all the ahs and
Embromar, for the listeners that do not know, is he started tinkering around.
fiddling. I prefer fiddle.
You like fiddle?
I prefer to fiddle.
And what makes your partnership work? What's the why does the chemistry so real between you?
I mean, because it's like we're going probably like 30 years strong now. We met.
Shit.
Yeah, we met.
How
when we
many
were-
people know another brother or anybody?
Yeah.
30 years.
I don't even know my parents 30 years.
And we met.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm on that same.
Shout out to the orphanage. Shout out to my orphanage that I grew up in.
I'm still looking for my father.
Yo, now that I think about it, I'm like, pero mira, esos tigres se fueron.
But 30 years, you can't fake 30 years.
No, man, like
he knows your deepest dark. He knows your
we've been
skeletons in the
through-
closet.
I mean, listen, and we met through girls. Like the girls were friends, and then we were like, oh, yo, you go to school with me? Yeah, okay. Because we went to an all boys school. You want to talk about gay? All boys school.
All right.
And
They still make those?
yeah. Catholic all boys school.
I don't want to say nothing
Yeah.
about that.
But no, we met through that, and then after that, we just he was like the first person that wasn't a cousin that I was hanging out with outside of the house. Like that was the first person. It was like, oh, and he was like Ecuadorian, and if you listen to the show, eso no así, una vaina así.
Yeah, his voice is
And my mom,
Un locutor.
but when you meet him, he's an Ecuador. He's like a 5'5" Ecuadorian guy like this. So the first
La radio La Voz y el 97.1.
The first, seriously, the first time he showed up to my house, my mom opens the door, and he goes, oh, como está, whatever. She goes, I thought you were a black guy. I thought you were a big black guy. And he said, no, doña, todo, porque yo hablo español también, real Ecuadorian. But yeah.
I think a great word to describe him is authentic. He's like very authentic. What you see, what you get, right?
Yeah, and it's like,
and it works for the show. Because
Like I have to, and he's such a eccentric character. Like I have to ask him to put on clothes when we have guests because he's always with his shirt off. Like look at Ramon is laughing because he knows he's been like we used to do the pot. He be in his underwear, bro. Like, pero prende the light, turn on the air conditioner in your house, and he like, nah, I'm good, bro. Yeah, let's go. And I'm like,
I've been to one of your live shows.
I
Yeah,
gotta do the podcast
sorry.
like this, looking away, bro, because there's mad light in the room because he's white. But anyway, my man is like eccentric to the T. But I couldn't do the show, and the show wouldn't be what it is without him. So, it's terrible. Whatever happened, he couldn't be here today, but his presence very much here, very much felt, and he didn't die or nothing. But
no, he's good.
God damn, I mean, the way you said it though.
It sounded real quick. That's why I stopped myself.
But I mean, technically,
just traffic.
in America,
yeah,
things begin at 1.
right.
So really, 150th is only to tie up your 149th. So things begin at 151. So you'll start at 150.
I'm not good at math. What just happened?
My nose is bleeding.
Jerry's nose is bleeding, and when that happens, you know it's time to wrap it up.
All right. I'm just gonna say what I say at the end, and at the end, if y'all could just join me in saying, "Vaya con Dios."
Why you gotta say it like that? Everybody here knows.
No, because it's not.
No,
Okay,
no.
right, thanks for listening to the
He
show.
was at a stone day. He was at a stone day for
Thanks for listening to the show. If you ever seen the movie Point Break.
Of course.
Keanu Reeves.
I love Point Break.
When he walks away at the beach.
Oh,
I love that.
And that's how we say it on the show.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay? There's about 4 or 5 movies that are pinnacles of this show. That is one. Biker Boys is another.
Biker Boys.
Karate Kid.
Really? What? Biker Boys.
Shut up. Don't. It's my show. All right.
You said you wanted background audience.
No, this is all right. I'm gonna say my outgoing speech. There we go. All right. There we go. And once again, thank you everybody for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause. I love y'all. Thank you. Okay. And to quote a young Robin Bird who once said, "Listen,
Robin Bird.
If you ever find yourself alone in this world, remember, you always have us." I'm doing peace parts.
Do you want me to drop bombs while you?
No, you don't have to.
Because this is.
No.
What you said was
You gotta
fire.
let it roll. Let it roll.
It's fire.
You always have us. Biker Boys ride or die. Burn rubber, not your soul. Cause see here, we show no mercy. We strike first, and we strike hard. Until next time. Vaya con Dios!
Broadcasting from New York. It's the Men on Pause podcast. The Men
with Elmo.
16th letter. E.
by